Jimmy Kimmel decided to go on the warpath against the new Republican healthcare bill. So the backstory on this is that Jimmy's son needed 3 open heart surgeries. Actually, he's only had the first one. I think he needs to get the next 2 because he has a serious health issue. And it was really a wake-up call to him that a regular family would have been screwed in that situation. If you don't have insurance and your kid is born and your kid needs 3 heart surgeries, Jimmy Kimmel had the light bulb moment where he goes, oh, people would just go bankrupt. Like you just lose all your money, and to keep your kid alive, you go into financial ruin. And he thought, well, that's complete and utter bullshit. So he's been fighting for universal health care since he had this realization. And now he's going to go out there and rip the Graham Cassidy Obamacare Repeal bill because it's a disaster, but also because one of the authors of it, went on Jimmy Kimmel's show and just lied. So let's watch, and then we'll come back and discuss.
And this guy, Bill Cassidy, just lied right to my face. Do you believe that every American, regardless of income, should be able to get regular checkups, maternity care, et cetera, all of those things that people who have health care get and need?
Yep.
So yep is Washington for nope, I guess. And I never imagined I would get involved in something like this. This is not my area of expertise. My area of expertise is eating pizza, and that's really about it. But we can't let him do this to our children and our senior citizens and our veterans or to any of us. And by the way, before you post a nasty Facebook message saying I'm politicizing my son's health problems, I want you to know I am politicizing my son's health problems because I have to. But my family has health insurance. We don't have to worry about this, but other people do. So you can shove your disgusting comments where your doctor won't be giving you a prostate exam once they take your health care benefits away. It's unbelievable. Somehow Japan and England and Canada and Germany, France, they all figured health care out. And don't say they have terrible health care because it's just not true. This is a bad bill. But don't take my word for it. Here are just some of the organizations that oppose this Graham Cassidy bill. The American Cancer Society, the American Diabetes Association, American Heart Association, American Lung Association, the Arthritis Foundation, Cystic Fibrosis, the ALS Association, the March of Dimes, Multiple Sclerosis Society, Children's Hospital of LA. Basically, any group you've ever given money to thinks this is a bad idea. Do you trust them or do you trust him? Okay? So if this bill isn't good enough for you, call your congressperson. That's the number. It'll go to your congressperson, wherever he or she is, 202-224-3121. You have to do this. You can't just click like on this video. Tell them this bill doesn't pass your test. And Senator Cassidy, you're on my show. You seem like you're a decent guy. But here's the thing. Nobody outside of your buddies in Congress wants this bill. Only 12% of Americans supported the last one, and this one is worse. Right now, there's a bipartisan group of senators working to improve the health care system we have. We want quality, affordable health care. Dozens of other countries figured it out. So.
All right, Jimmy. Way to go, man. So there was a part earlier there. You didn't see it. It was like a 6-minute rant. I had to chop it down for you. But there's a part where he said very clearly, he's like, you're doing the bidding of your donors. Which is like, wow, all right. So you've started to figure this stuff out. He's apparently learned that the single-payer systems around the world are better, as he referenced there, England and a bunch of other countries, and said they've all figured it out. And he learned that money controls our shitty politicians, which is probably the main problem that we're dealing with, which is we don't have clean elections, and politicians are doing the bidding of giant multinational corporations. So he figured it out, and he's using that to push proper policy, and I fucking love it, man. And what's hilarious is to see people on the right now, all of a sudden, whenever somebody on the left who's a celebrity makes a point politically, people on the right go, yeah, I know your plays, who are you to get involved in this? Chris Christie just said it yesterday. He's like, he's not a serious person on this issue. So weird, whenever there's a celebrity who happens to be on the left and makes a point, you say, oh, nope, that's not in the rules of the game. If you're a celebrity, just be a celebrity and shut the fuck up. But you motherfuckers elected Ronald Reagan, who was an actor, to be president, and you elected Donald Trump, who was a reality star, to be president. And you got giddy because Clint Eastwood talked to a chair. Oh my God, celebrities should talk about politics all the time when they agree with us. So it's whenever a celebrity agrees with you, that not only do you back them up, but you elect them to high office and president in multiple instances. But when somebody on the left makes a point who's a celebrity, you can't even talk about politics ever, so shut the fuck up. No, Jimmy Kimmel is right. He is right about this issue. And look, man, it took an issue that personally affected him for the light bulb to go off. But you know what? It's not like the light bulb went off and he only for selfish motives cares about this. His whole point is, I want other people to be able to afford the care that I can afford. And again, in a different part of the speech you didn't see there, he says that. He goes, yeah, this passes the Kimmel test, but a different Kimmel test. If your father is Jimmy Kimmel, that's the only way you can afford this kind of procedure. Whereas the Kimmel test was supposed to be, it doesn't make a family go bankrupt to pay for health care if they need it. So I love it that he's ripping up these politicians. I love it that he gave the number to call to say, look, we got to fight this. Next, what we need to do is get Jimmy Kimmel and other really powerful celebrities on board with the next push, which is Medicare for all. Because it's 100% true. We have to defeat all these terrible, horrendous attempts to repeal Obamacare, because Obamacare did make giant steps in the right direction. It's nowhere near far enough, and it shouldn't be considered permanent because we still have millions of people who are uninsured and the costs are still way too high and all that stuff. But all the gains that we made, we need to protect. And then the next step needs to be the push for Medicare for all, which is Bernie's bill. And I think it's time for Jimmy Kimmel and other celebrities to get on board with that and to throw their weight around and educate people about this issue and let them know, hey, here's the deal, man. We're getting screwed over on a level that people have no idea really how screwed over we are on the issue of healthcare compared to other modern nations. So let's move forward. Let's keep doing it. And I love that Jimmy Kimmel did this.